Hello, great people. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Nigerians seems not to be comfortable with the way things are going on. And right now, southern region, talking about precisely the southwest, have made a very strong statement about the issue of restructuring, which they say they will embark upon before anything like election takes place in Nigeria. And also, you're going to see the question that the lead person for Afenifere has decided to throw at Obasanjo, throw at the Sultan of Sokoto, and also on the former president of Nigeria, Yakubu Gowon, over this issue of restructuring and over this issue of one Nigeria, which seems not to work. We're going to be looking at all of that in a jiffy. But before we do that, if you're not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our video. The leader of the Yoruba socio-cultural group, Afenifere, Chief Ayo Adebanjo, has said the organization will champion the demand for restructuring of Nigeria on behalf of Yoruba people before the 2023 general elections. The 93-year-old chieftain stated this while addressing the press at the Whitbaker Hotel in Ikoyi area of Lagos State on Thursday. Adebanjo, however, added that the response of Buhari regime to the demand would determine the next line of action for Yoruba people, while noting that Nigeria's unity is negotiable. According to him, and I quote, he said, the world would appear to be tired of Nigeria, and the preoccupation of the world is fixed on a containment of the nuisance that we have become. Because if the war has any care left for us, how has it found the grace of condonement, acquiescence, and obvious complicity? How has the cause of liberty been promoted in Nigeria by the British and Americans? With all of these eyes in the Nigerian skies, what did they see on the 20th of October at Lekki? The Western world has found accommodation for evil in Nigeria. But if Harold Smith is to be believed, the ruination of Nigeria by the British is not an accident. It is by design. Let it be heard loud and clear. Afenifere shall be leading the Yoruba nation to demand substantial restructuring before any fraudulent elections might be held in 2023. And the response of the Buharist regime to this equitable demand for restructuring the country along federalist lines in order to restore it to its root and original agreement shall go a long way in shaping the position of the Yoruba people in the future. But let it be heard loud and clear, Nigeria is not only negotiable, it is evidently dying. General Yakubu Gowon retired to keep Nigeria one. Is it for the Fulani to dominate other ethnic nationality? General Olusegun Obasanjo retired. Nigerian unity is non-negotiable. For the Yorubas to be under Fulani domination, Your Eminence Alhaji Muhammadu Said Abubakar, Sultan of Sokoto, General Abdulsalami Abubakar retired, Bishop Kuka, can we have peace without equity and justice? Now, this is a serious one. Actually, the lead person for Afenifere, the 93-year-old Ayo Adebanjo, is asking a question, and it borders on if unity or oneness of Nigeria means the Yoruba people being under the Fulani domination. He went further because all the three people he had made mention and has thrown questions to them are key stakeholders in the One Nigerian project, talking about General Yakubu Gowon, General Olusegun Obasanjo, and also His Eminence Alhaji Muhammadu Said Abubakar, who is the Sultan of Sokoto. They have been talking consistently about one Nigeria repeatedly. Now, when we talk about one Nigeria, Ayo Adebanjo is not asking a question That when we talk about one Nigeria, does it have to do with being dominated by the Fulanis, And he went further to ask Yakubu Gowon also. He said to keep Nigeria one, is it for the Fulani to dominate other ethnic nationalities? And went further to ask the Sultan of Sokoto the same question, Bishop Koka, and all of that. If we are talking about one Nigeria and expecting that we have peace in the country, should we subsist? Should we exist without equity and justice? I mean, this is a big question that must be taken into consideration. And I tell you the truth that the only way that this question can be answered in Nigeria is for there to be restructuring. And if there is no restructuring, then every other person will want to take a walk out of the grip of this country. And that's one of the things that most people have been doing everything to prevent from happening. But unfortunately, from all indications, from the southern part of Nigeria down to the eastern part of Nigeria down to the northern part of Nigeria, it's so glaring that nobody wants to stay as one again. But before I go further to discuss this, especially this issue of restructuring, which they want to see it happen before 2023 election. Let's just consider what Nigerians have to say. And this guy here say Yoruba are corny, crafty noisemakers. They have no intention whatsoever to press for restructuring of Nigeria into 6 or 8 geopolitical zones with autonomous powers. The intention of the Yorubas is to send dummies to the Igbos and draw them out into fighting Fulanis for restructuring, thinking that Yorubas are with them. Thereafter, Adebanjo and his co-chameleon will stab Igbos at back again and go back to take the presidency in 2023. Igbos should not allow themselves to be swindled for the second time by this slippery bunch of jesters. Oh my God, this is really, really a serious one. Another person here say, my Odua family, start by appearing at Nnamdi Kanu's trial. That optics alone will send tremors to Nigerian Republic. So they there with top Odua personalities invite Southern Kaduna stroke Maguzawa of Katsina, the real native owners of the North, Benue, and South chiefs to go with you. That will strike fear in Fulani. The South uniting will save us so much hassle. This perilous 10,000 kilometer spring will shrink to 100 meters overnight. Our main issue is not Fulani invaders, but Southern Nigeria unity. Solidarity, solidarity, solidarity. Action via unity is what frightens while Arabia desert invaders. When we do this, the Arabs not will prostrate and beg. This is a serious one. This one is coming from a different perspective. I'd like to just say something about this. It's overly important. Another person here say, good idea, but if wishes were horses. Another person responded, said, your suggestion above might lead to the early death of our beloved chief, Ayo Adebanjo, if he appears at Nnamdi Kanu's trial, as this will give the federal government of Nigeria the excuse to send UGM to his home to bring him down and blame IPOPs or ESN in order to create an animosity between the Igbos and Yoruba. Baba is more useful for diplomacy or negotiation avenues to the restructuring of Nigeria. I am not for restructuring, though, as they had not yielded any fruit for the last 80 years. I support separate nations out of Nigeria. Wow, so many people are talking there. But then let's just look at this issue of this young man talking about the southern region coming together as one, and especially always appearing when issues that have to do with a southern person is being, dealt with. For example, the issue that is currently ongoing, talking about the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The person who is writing this is suggesting that there should be a coming together of the southern protectorate, that southern region of Nigeria, whereby they will appear, send a delegate, at least Afenifere delegates possibly, and also Benue people the same thing. They send in delegates, other people send in delegates to be part of what is happening in court with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that with that level of unity, it will strike a chord in the Fulani caliphate, that's it. It will frighten these guys who do not want to let go of power, and they will come to terms with whatever the demands are. But without this, it's not going to be possible. Now, looking at what this person say, I think there's so much sense there, because what we are currently seeing today is what can only be solvable by the power of unity. If we must restructure this country, then the Southern Protectorate needs to come together and let the government realize they are ready to, restructure, or they go their separate ways as nation. Now, with all of this that we've discussed, please